Good evening, friendos. We're back with another round of Ratchet Clank Rift Apart with the Roo Crew. Let's get started.
Let's get this party started.
I don't know why I felt compelled to add a grunt to that, but, whatever.
Clank. He always has my back, no matter what.
Literally.
Where is he now?
Helping me stop Nefarious, but we had to split up.
Oh, I am sorry.
You were having marital problems?
You know, that's what the way he put it, it does make it sound like they're, a couple.
It's a trial separation.
Aw.
We're seeing other people.
Seeing other robots.
Man, on the one hand, I would love having boots that did this, but on the other hand, I would die in like 2 seconds.
That's kind of like, looking at those like 60s jetpacks, like the personal jetpacks, like, man, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Why even the 60s ones, not the white? Why not the ones that are being used right now?
I don't know, the 60s ones look cooler.
What do I even have on?
Wait, why am I getting bopped? Oh,
because your name. Come on.
Y'all must have seen my name.
What do you think?
I mean, I try to avoid it.
God, I'm surprised Ray is the deer fox around here with how horny you are.
Kind of taking over as emperor here.
I mean, if you talk to Ray a bit, but anyway.
There we go. I fixed it.
Hold on, let's see what you did now.
No, I didn't fix my name. I fixed Rick.
Oh, okay. You fixed Rick.
Like, don't fix Rick.
No, I turned Rick into a cute Lombax girl. I fixed him.
Ow. Another juggernaut.
I will acquiesce to spaying and neutering your pets, but Rick is nobody's pet unless he wants to be their pet.
I would
and
say,
even then, do not spay or neuter him.
Yes. I would say robot and android are also acceptable forms for this particular game.
That's true.
Because I'm like the referee or something, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah,
Android, you also get free advertising that, oh, what's that? There's an Android book coming out soon?
What's that? An android book that you might want to get and read and tell your friends about?
The Android book, the book about androids, book specifically about the androids.
The Androids book? Yes, that book!
Yeah, but he's traveling with someone else now.
Really does make this sound like a breakup thing.
Right.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. I wonder if that's intentional. Writing so far has been pretty okay. I feel
No,
like
I'm
they're intentionally trying to
almost-
make it a double entendre.
I'm almost sure they are.
They must be completely aware at this point of, like, everything the fandom said and done.
Oh, no, I mean...
Intricate. It will take some time.
Again, this is also the series that, like, we were going over the subtitles for the previous games. Like,
Handle these guys.
they are no strangers to putting double entendres in their
Troopers
game.
coming in the main
Yep.
entrance. Go. That's on me.
That was a good line.
Everything going okay, KT-7461?
Let us say yes.
We've got some more friends arriving.
I don't know that they're friends.
They're just friends you haven't shot yet.
Every enemy is just a friend you haven't blown up yet.
Oh, I'm great. Just waiting for this to get hard. Please don't give
Do not take that out of context.
That is quite painful.
Wait, is she getting hit?
Yeah.
Oh no!
Yeah, that's our objective, is keep her safe.
Yeah, I was just saying.
That's why she has a health bar at the top of the screen.
Just keep coming.
Just keep coming and they don't stop coming.
Oh, GC may not be joining us tonight.
Oh no!
No. He has to save Canada.
I knew this day would come. He's been training for this his whole salady life.
That's right. He's got a whole obstacle course in the cat cave.
The cat cave.
I am finished. The force field is deactivated.
Bolts,
Hold on,
bolts,
I need to
bolts,
correct
bolts,
all
bolts,
these.
bolts. Cutscene!
You saved us, sister and Ratchet Guy. Thank you.
There is only one temple left.
That was also Richard Horvitz.
They're all Richard Horvitz.
Yeah, I think there's like a few actors that have done like additional voices. Like I think Jennifer Hale's also listed as like Rivet and
Yeah.
additional voices. Yeah.
That's usually what they do. They get you in the studio for one voice, and they're like, hey, as long as you're here, you want to try voicing this NPC?
Yeah, that's how they
As I
get you.
said.
You're like, I need to leave. They're like, no, you can never leave.
Or
That's how it
be
works.
my friend.
I think you're being too hard on yourself.
You do not know. We just met.
I know Gary trusts you. The monks like you. Maybe give the whole friendship thing a chance.
I will consider it.
Being friends is nice.
I just met you, and this is crazy.
Speaking of best friends, do you have one?
Boxer, what did you just clip?
Thank you, Boxer.
It has been
Factory
taken
scoop.
out of context.
Yay! Thank you. Factory Scoot says, I swear these robots are voiced by Darren Norris, the VA for Timmy Turner's dad. Not helped by the fact that this wouldn't be its first RNC game. I mean, yeah,
Probably.
some of these voice actors, you know, there's like... They're like every third character in every cartoon and video game.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are many career actors on this cast.
There's
I appreciate. Go ahead.
VAs are the kinds of people that, like, you print out their full, like, filmography or whatever, and you can like deforest an entire section of Bolivia.
Well, like Sean's been in stuff that I never even knew about. Like he was Spider-Man in one of the Marvel games.
Nice.
Oh hell yeah!
Let's
Yeah.
Well, you're emotionally ready. You do need to overcome the Temple's elaborate defense system, or as we lovingly call it, the Gauntlet of Trial/Doom.
Oh, I hate Slash Doom.
You're ready for it, I'm sure. Best of luck.
Also, watch ReZero if you ever want to see Sean doing a stunning Olympic amount of screaming.
Yeah, you know I do.
Sounds like a lot of screaming.
No, it's crazy. Like I just
But
I
is
asked
crazy
him-
a good thing.
I asked him like which
Oh,
of
they're
his
supposed to stop. They didn't really explain that.
To be fair, they didn't make that very clear.
I asked him like which of his works he would recommend for me to watch, and he said ReZero, so I give it a watch. It's like deconstructed isekai kind of, but he does a great job with it.
Okay.
It's like self-aware isekai, you know?
Right. I do like
One of
me
these
taking
days.
some tropes and going, well, ain't that just some bullshit?
One of these days, I'm gonna actually sit down and write my isekai story. Hasn't happened yet, but at some point it will.
Stoker, hold
Yes.
on.
All
I'm
right,
getting
let's keep going.
a message from the universe.
Uh-huh.
I'm hearing normal person goes to a world of furries, becomes a furry.
Uh-huh.
There's no clothes anywhere.
Uh-huh. So far, you're just reading my synopsis. Go
Yeah,
on.
I mean, I've seen what Stoker's talking about, and that does sound a lot like it actually.
So far, you haven't said one thing amiss.
Can you imagine like the
Like I
bad
said, the
dubbing
universe
dialogue?
speaks to me. It tells me the truth of these things.
No, but like picture like the bad dub dialogue for like the protagonist, like there are animals here that can talk, and they're naked. You know.
Yeah.
It has to be like you've Jonas. You have to have seen Kung Pao, right?
Yeah, it's been a while, but yes.
Like how when freaking what's his nut Odenkirk.
Oh yeah, Steve Odenkirk.
When he was filming his scenes to be digitally inserted in the movie, on set he was actually just speaking gibberish, so that when he dubbed his voice in later, there would be absolutely no chance of his lip sync matching.
It's great.
And meanwhile, you're just like, man, why didn't I just leave his gibberish lines in?
Yeah.
Miller's been watching too many isekai. I've literally never seen an isekai. I think.
I only know them by their titles, like that time I got reincarnated as slime, or like what was that other one? I'm a spider, so I'm a spider,
Yeah.
so what?
The first isekai I ever watched was technically
Jumps are being
Monster
very
Rancher.
weird.
Nice.
Okay, here's the question. All right, real talk. I'm gonna pose a very
Big talk.
controversial question here.
Is life an isekai? Go on.
Is the Chronicles of Narnia an isekai?
Yes. Well, no.
Not
Actually-
the first book because they return
Yeah.
to the normal world.
Yeah, I guess later on, perhaps.
Yeah, but they
Later
don't
on-
return to the normal world until like they've been there for like 20 years or something.
Yeah, but I would say because they still return to the normal world, that makes it not an isekai. That makes it a hero's journey. There is that circling back and the return to the normal.
Yeah, well,
Completed the trial.
okay. Yeah, fine, fair.
Couldn't have done it without you. Now, let's try to help the monks. Yeah. Sniper bots.
You can use the fog to your advantage here.
How will we find the Lombax in this? My sensors are barely functional.
Once this fog moves, the monks will show us exactly where to
So
find
don't
the
they, at the beginning of the story, don't they go back and forth a few times?
In Narnia?
There they are.
Yeah, don't they go in and out of Narnia
No.
a few times? Or is it
No.
they get lost immediately on getting there?
They
yeah,
go
they-
into Narnia. They defeat Tilda Swinton.
Yeah.
Jesus' persona crowns them kings and queens, and
right.
they reign for like years and years. Like they grow
Was that
up.
like
in-
centuries or something?
no, not centuries. They reign long enough to grow up into full-ass adults.
Yeah.
Not half-ass adults, full-ass adults.
They do have full ads.
They spend so much time there they forget that they're from Earth originally, and then they they find their way back through the wardrobe, and when they come back into Earth, they're kids again.
Yeah.
And they can't go back through the wardrobe to go back.
But they found another way, or some of them did, right?
Yeah, they return, but time in Narnia passes differently, so by the time they return, centuries have passed.
Yeah.
And all their friends are dead.
Well,
but they get to meet Reepicheep, who's the best character.
Oh yeah, little mouse.
Little mouse with a sword.
He got lost at the edge of the world or whatever.
He didn't get lost. He chose to journey with Aslan.
Right. The way I pictured that in my head was so much cooler than like any actual depiction of it ever. Like it was one of those stories where it's like, holy shit, I can see this in my brain and it's amazing. And then you get like low budget CGI shit on PBS or whatever, and it's like, okay, no.
No.
Oh no, they hecked the Lombax and made it a lizard.
Am I too cynical?
Maybe.
Am I ruining magic?
You know what? Yeet. What? What do you mean something went wrong?
Wait, Kieran, was that what was supposed to happen? Did he get raptured? Did Reepicheep get raptured? Is that how it works?
Okay, listen. C.S. Lewis was Anglican. The Anglicans do not have the rapture as part of their doctrine. Because the rapture and the second coming are not the same thing.
Is there a pamphlet that can, like, walk me through all the different, like, sects and branches and stuff? Because I really
need it's called The Joy of Sects.
Thank you.
I mean, I did see a YouTube video about a chart that someone put together with all the Christian denominations on it. Because like, he has like 150 on there.
Yeah.
That's just the ones that are big enough to be counted. There are some that are like individual churches out in the middle of bugfuck nowhere. And it's the first church of bugfuck. And they will literally
that sounds like your church, Stoker.
No. I don't fuck bugs. I fuck Lombaxes.
Oh, bugfuck. Sorry, I thought you said bugfuck nowhere.
How's everybody doing in the chat tonight?
Some of them will actually teach that literally everyone outside that specific church's doors is damned.
You know, I've heard that kind of thing before, and it's just like, okay, cool down.
No.
It's like, it's okay if you don't like them over there, but wow. Anyway.
No, it's... I could actually go on this. Go on at length.
Yeah, there's a lot of people who talk about how there is not a useful designation between cult and organized religion, and a lot of those churches make that very obvious.
Christian denomination tier list, including counters.
Oh my god. We went over the edge of the world to Aslan's country, with Aslan literally being accused of Aslan's country. Yeah, okay, yeah, fair, that's fine.
Yeah, basically he got he got like, I don't know, Enoch or Elijah.
I was hoping he would come back in the last book for like the final battle. You know, Doctor Strange would open a portal and he'd just show up like, yeah, what now?
Doctor Strange
with his little sword, you know.
Is that what I heard?
Yes.
Yeah, Doctor Strange.
Oh my! You know that
single-handedly one-shots the Narnian Antichrist.
Okay, but look, you know that if they ever filmed the final book, it would be like Endgame. You know they would have to do that. You know, it would be just so ridiculous. Anyway, now that we've offended everybody,
no, I wasn't silent because of that. I was silent because I was basking in how adorable Glitch is.
Stoker, do you want to bang Glitch too? Because that's a little freaky.
Because that's a little what?
That's a little freaky.
But you know what? I'm a little freak.
But now we need your help to reach
well, you're not little, but very well.
Look, I'm just a little 6'3" freak.
God.
You made it! Oh, thank you both for freeing my brothers.
Barry, we need help getting to the archives. It is urgent.
Of course. Brothers, let's grease some dimensional wheels. After you.
He doesn't look like a Gary, and he doesn't sound the way he looks. I'm just saying.
You know what, man? Sometimes
I'm very surprised they didn't go with a, oh, I have a very long and complicated name, but those who know me better, they call me Tim.
Yeah,
you
I
know,
mean,
fun fact, you know that Tim line in Holy Grail was ad-libbed, right?
Yeah, because he forgot what the actual complicated
Yeah, he
name
forgot
was.
what the name was supposed to be. So that's why he has that long pause where he's like, there are some who call me, and he's trying to remember the name it's supposed to be, and he just goes, Tim.
nice.
And then they didn't have the budget to reshoot it, and they thought it was funnier that way anyway.
One helix generator switch flip.
Turns out they were absolutely right.
Yes.
Turns out, if you just turn on a camera in front of the Monty Python troupe, they will just come up with funny stuff.
Yeah.
Here is precious. They might damage it.
You know, that's kind of me with the microphone, which is why when we were at the con, when I introduced myself, I said I'm Jonas and I should not be in front of a microphone because, like, somehow this bypasses my natural introvert urges, and instead I want to just be like,
Introverges.
I want to, like, subject everyone to strange noises and nonsense.
Stoker swear. Are you saying that I said a swear, or are you asking me to swear?
I think it's an imperative.
The blueprints.
Well, fuck that.
Rude.
See, but you still listen to them, though. You still do what they said, so now you're their bitch.
Oh no! Break streams bring out Gremlin Jonas.
Pretty much.
Good riddance. There is a crank along the edge of this
I just-
power the generator.
It's the whole captive audience thing, just thinking like they have to
You're
listen
locked
to
in here with me.
I mean, you could close the you could X out the window at any time, but why would you want to?
Little do they know that you've actually disabled that function.
Box
Good
says
riddance.
streamer panel pitch,
There is a
Mad Lib
crank
with
along the
Jonas.
edge of this floor that will power the generator.
Yeah, there's a crank somewhere. I don't.
Duly noted, Boxer. Duly noted.
Now, Jonas,
You know, right here.
are you gonna do real Mad Libs, or are you just gonna put gibberish in it?
Yes.
Generator is
Okay,
powering up,
that's about what I
but it is
figured.
still not at full
No,
power.
I would actually make an effort to. If I was doing like Mad Libs, I'd play it straight and like do actual words. I would just pick the weirdest shit I possibly could.
Like
No,
really obscure
You would do
words.
this as like a panel, and you
get
would
to
do
do it,
like
okay.
one, maybe two actual Mad Libs, and then the third one that you do is you just take a bunch of Cards Against Humanity cards and tape them together until it's like one long paragraph. And you use that.
People are kind of like wanting to. They're like shifting in their seat, and I'm just like, lock the doors. They're not leaving.
Jeez, these guys are cranky.
Yeah, I know.
They're invasion commandeers. They're going to commandeer your invasion.
You cannot stop me.
I don't care for commandeers. I like uncommandeers. Like, you know, plaid moose.
See,
Wait, what?
I don't like commandeers either. I usually prefer lieutenants or colonels.
Colonels? You mean like Colonel Sanders?
Yes, Colonel Sanders.
Colonel Sanders? Colonel Sanders?
Oh dear, that's when they put the too much spice in there.
Or you know, when you're starting out in the military and you're in the rank of private.
you.
I remember when we were in like 5th grade when we did, and my teacher did the Civil War reenactment, reenactment, quote unquote, at Fort Point. And we,
Okay, so like before you continue with that, when you say my teacher did the Civil War reenactment, I'm imagining your teacher was playing every single part, just running.
Yes, but he was
really quickly.
He was the entire Civil War.
Is that how what like a history class for elementary kids is?
No, he was an odd one. Okay, that my 5th grade teacher was like a little strange. That was back when I was in the Griffin class, and there's a bunch of little anecdotes I could give about how he's weird. Like one time he almost said "shut up" to me, and he was like I was being sassy, and he was like "shut," and then he looks at me and goes "down."
So he just did the opposite of shut up. Down.
Yeah. But anyway, he took us on a field trip to Fort Point, which is this Civil War fort underneath the Golden Gate Bridge, and he did. Well, I call it a reenactment. Basically, he gave us all Civil War type ranks, and he himself dressed in a Union uniform, and he had us patrolling the ramparts in shifts all night. We
wait, all night? What?
In shifts. He woke us up. He woke, like, there was about 30 of us in the class. He woke us up in, like, batches of 25. And we took turns just, parading around the ramparts all night with fake rifles saying, "Who goes there?"
On the one hand, that's kind of fun, but, like...
He fed us hardtack. Actual hardtack.
That just sounds like child
See,
abuse
I've watched
now.
Max Miller too much. You say hardtack, and just my mind fills in clack clack.
But yeah, I remember we all thought having the rank of private was really funny because we just learned what private parts mean, And we were like, "Private, you're a private too." Private.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah. But yeah, no, that was one of the most memorable field trips I've ever been on.
Well, I can imagine.
And the only one where we ever stayed anywhere overnight.
Yeah, I never had any school field trips that were overnight.
Well, I mean, most school field trips you wouldn't want to stay overnight, like in a museum or something. But
yeah, it says you. You think I wouldn't want to sleep in a museum? See the mummies come to life?
Yeah, that happens. That would be a fun thing to stage, but it would also probably mess up a bunch of childhoods,
Would enhance mine.
The mummies! The mummies are coming alive! This happens in every museum, always, kids, believe it!
What's the one I saw on YouTube somebody said is that he was like in Georgia or something, he was a black guy and he was on a school field trip and they went to a cotton farm to go see what it was like to pick cotton, and they had the kids picking cotton for like 4 hours in the Georgia sun.
My dad was the keeper.
And then he got home, and
hang on, we got
mother was
plot
like, "What do
happening.
you got there?" And he's like, "Oh, I got all this cotton in my pocket that we picked." And she's like, "What?" He's like, "We were out there picking cotton for hours." And she got so fucking mad at the school. She's like, "Are you fucking kidding me? You literally..."
Wait, we got plot happening. I was trying to say.
Sorry, you've never met. But yeah, I guess I do.
I understand. Perhaps one day you will find them.
Let's figure out if we can even build the Dimensionator first. Can we?
Yes. But the forge needed to do so is located at Kadaro Station, the most secure outpost in the galaxy.
Well then, let's get moving, KT-74...
Ratchet? I think Kit is my favorite.
Kit it is.
No!
We gotta go.
Does she ever get a red alert on her head thingies? Because I really want to see that.
There's no time.
It has been fun, Ratchet.
Cool, she's going into Death Blossom mode.
Oh, Jesus.
Got some Iron Giant energy right here.
Yep. Meanwhile, Ratchet's like, that would have been useful a few minutes ago.
Right?
She's like, oh, this transformation is not reversible.
Yeah.
That was amazing. Kit, it's just me.
I told you, I do not make a great partner.
Sure.
Where does it all
That was
go?
intense, but
Is this like one of those the camera adds 10 pound situations?
I think that's a little bit more than 10 pounds.
I was built to be a weapon.
Yeah, that's
Keep
very
them in
Iron
this
Giant here.
galaxy secure. One night on patrol, I spotted a rebel in the Imperial Zone. So I tried to stop them. That is what I was built to do. Hurt. I am here to keep everyone safe from me. And that is why I cannot come with you.
well, at least this mission worked out, huh?
Yes. I suppose it did.
And if I remember correctly, our promise was that if this mission didn't go badly...
You want to stay a team? You are very strange, Ratchet.
I've been told that a time or two. Team?
Perhaps. Just this once. Yes. I will try.
He's like, please don't do that transformation when you're on my back, okay?
Thank you, Ratchet.
Anyway,
Anytime. Now.
yeah, Miller, I saw that video.
Shields do not
I sometimes return to that one every now and then, because what was so terrible about that whole thing is that it was a majority black class. Like, very majority. And the guy who's telling the story mentions that. And that's why his mom got so mad when she found out what they did. And the only reason she found out was because not only do you have cotton in his pockets, but it was raw, unprocessed cotton. She's like, where the hell did you get raw, unprocessed cotton? Richard Horvitz is so good.
Sugar, treat yourself.
I just remembered one of the last lines of that story too, where he was like, I didn't even understand what was so wrong about that until like 5 years later.
I'm not quite sure. So what are the yellow ones? Like the ones here that say you get extra bolts? Oh, you have to...
You have to surround them with the thing, and then you get it.
Excuse
I
me.
see.
It encourages you to buy a lot on a single one at a time.
Just like real life.
Why does it say triangle chain select? Triangle isn't a button here.
So what happens now that you have 9 guns and 8 slots?
I assume you can only equip
something.
8 of them at a time. You have to go back to...
Let's see. On the PlayStation, the triangle button is the top button, so I guess on the Xbox that would be a Y. I guess.
Oh, there's a second sheet. Okay.
I need to start making use of the quick select.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Huh?
Sorry,
What are
I
you
just
giggling about.
I saw a screen cap from a Twitter
That goes
from
a
a
ways.
tweet
Okay.
from last year. It says, "Today I learned vampire load is the term for the wasteful."
I am,
Going on
Hang
an
on.
adventure? I know, how exciting! I wish you both good luck. And good luck on Kadaro Station.
How did he know?
I wonder that all the time.
Anyway, the tweet is, "Today I learned vampire load is the term for the wasteful electricity your appliances use when you have them plugged in when you're not using them." I must confess, that was not the first thing I thought of when I heard the phrase.
It's not. No, that's not what it's called. It's called Phantom Power.
I prefer vampire load, thank you.
That's interesting because I know Phantom Power as. Oh, hang on, I got butt.
We're being sucked into a formless void. False. Think otherwise? I
No?
order you to throw your eyes into the
Yeah, I said
Sorry,
Phantom
we're-
Power, and then Discord just crashed. Apparently, didn't like me revealing the dark secrets of computers and technology.
It didn't crash for me, I'm just listening to Dr. Nefarious rant right now.
No, it crashed for me.
Look at them! You morons! Here. You want some truth? My Lombax bounty is now 27 squadrillion Nefarabucks. Just look
That's a
at
lot.
it all. So big, so real, so totally not made up. And it can all be yours when you catch those stupid Lombaxes!
Look at them! As obscenely awful as ours.
Yeah, he's something else.
Be right back a second. I need more water.
Okay. Anyway, I wanted to say, I know Phantom Power specifically is like I think like 24 volts supplied to passive microphones. So that's interesting that you've heard it in other contexts.
Back again, sorry, it was AFK without saying. Stoker's been Urban Dictionary brained. How dare you?
Yeah. Standby power, also called vampire power, vampire draw, phantom load, ghost load, or leaking electricity, refers to the way electronics will draw power even when they're turned off.
Even when they're turned.
I mean, there's really much you can do about that, really.
I mean you can make
them.
physically separated switches.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I actually have one or two of those. I have one on my coffee maker.
Rezon,
Well, it's usually like the
Raritanium. What else can be found there?
the power switch on the back of your computer is usually a physical separator.
I saw some troopers heading towards the factory. What are they looking for?
I have one on my coffee maker, one on my rice maker, because even when it's idle, it's on. I mean, even
Let's see. This is also one of the things about the Ratchet and Clank games. The first time you visit a planet, you have like the action set piece, and then you can go back, and it's more exploratory.
Nice.
It becomes more collectathon the second time through.
Yeah. Which I need for a break, because those action scenes are really difficult.
Yeah, sure, totally. Sorry. Desist.
You can only bombast so many times.
I have not been back here since a long time ago.
I'm with you every step of the way.
Quite literally, in fact. Let's see. When was the first game that Dr.
Just put
Nefarious
that,
showed up
okay.
in? He started off in Up Your Arsenal.
Was he always voiced by Armin Shimmer? Is that like a new development?
Let's see.
I think it was always.
Apparently, yes, it's always been him.
All sales are final, honey.
Wow, so his first appearance was Up Your Arsenal, and his second was A Crack in Time. Huh. Seems to be a theme going here with his games.
Thanks for shopping, cutie pie.
Starting tomorrow, I'd like every single one of you to tell me 5 reasons why I am the greatest emperor who's ever. Actually, let's make it an even 100.
Oh right. I was trying to remember. Wait, what else did Sherman do? Because it said he was in Bioshock, and I'm like, wait, was he in Bioshock again? Oh right, he was Andrew Ryan.
Oh.
He's like one of the most important characters in that game.
You can change Ratchets. Give him the exact same outfit as Rivet.
Give him the Marty McFly outfit.
Can you put Rivet's like standard outfit on?
Or wait, does he have a costume for a Kit? Just like Rivet had a costume for Clank. Oh no, he's also got Clank.
Yeah, it's about the same for both of them.
Oh right.
Nice.
My assistant just told me there's no way they have to
Press R to review your objective. It's just telling me to go back to the ship. It said there was an optional thing here.
Looks like that console's security protocols have been upgraded. Guess I won't be going back to the tower anytime soon.
Kit Fox voice says, "Too bad you can't unlock West's Lombax outfit."
You mean, yeah. Again, let's just let's just wait and see what the mod community does.
Thank you for shopping. Already have an Emperor Nefarious tribute statuette in every room? Consider our new weather-resistant model for battle and
How has the music gotten worse here?
A detractor in our midst.
That optional objective is over there. Okay.
Oh, no offense. Whatever will you do?
If a fence is getting in your way, just launch an offensive.
Adrian says, Stoker, the root crew, what is your wisdom? I will interpret for him. It is, eek, eek, squeak, 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 eek, eek, butts.
Butts. Gotta add the butts.
How dare you! My mother was a saint! I was trying to do Zoidberg, but instead I ended up doing Billy West's version of Richard Nixon.
Nice.
I love the edit somebody did of Lord's song where she's like, I'll rule, I'll rule, I'll rule, and then just Nixon comes in, I'll rule!
It's up there.
Oh no, how will you ever get up there? Truly a Sisyphean
Obviously, you
task.
just need to use Ascend. Oh, wait, no.
I learned the other day that Ascend was actually a developer tool because they got really tired of getting back out of caves while they were trying to make sure that they couldn't like clip out or anything. And they ended up just adding that in as a feature because they're like, no, this is too fun.
Smart.
Way too useful.
It's like, wait, if we're getting annoyed of it and we're like using dev tools to skip around it, how's the player gonna feel? Wait a minute.
Oh, here's a mag boot. Wait, okay. Still got these. Not locked to that one stage.
That's nice.
I have been saving my big. Their evasion is a criminal offense.
Excuse you, how dare you walk through the styles there and not pay for your ticket?
What's that one TV trope called? Arson, murder, and jaywalking?
Yeah, something like that. You know, my favorite example of that is Doc Holliday's Wikipedia article, which lists him as famous Old West gunfighter, outlaw, and dentist.
Truly, he can never be forgiven.
I better head to the loading platform fast.
Dentistry was a crime back then. I mean, that's when they used like the iron pliers and shit like that, you know?
Well, also when they were giving, you know, cocaine to housewives because they had a little bit of a toothache.
Absolutely.
God, that's right.
Or
What
they
was
gave
that
it to
one?
children.
They had the case of the vapors.
Where was that? I'm looking up that one old-timey cough syrup. Here we go. One night trademark cough syrup. Each ounce contains alcohol less than 1%, 4 1/4, I guess. I'm not sure what the M is. I don't know if that's millimeters. Cannabis indica, chloroform, morphia sulfide, skillfully combined with a number of other ingredients.
I was right here.
I'm just like, yeah, no, that would definitely stop you from coughing. It might even stop you from breathing.
God. It's amazing.
Morbius sulfate. You put that sentence right back in your mouth.
Yeah, where's the coca leaf extract in that?
You can't mix uppers and downers.
Yeah.
What was that that one post? It was like, take NyQuil and DayQuil at the same time, get Quill.
Of course, the thing is, a century from now, they're going to be like, wow, they used eucalyptus in coughs, you know, in cough drops. I mean, that causes, like, you know, double ass exploding or something.
Well, I mean, the one that we're probably gonna look at right now is gonna be chemotherapy, and we're gonna be like, you know, in 100 years, they're gonna look back at chemotherapy like we look at leeches now.
Yeah. God.
A lesser being in need of re-education.
Grabbing you spybots can really get me a new rhino? Oh man, when was the last time I even had a rhino?
I'm reading articles on One Night Cough Syrup.
I'm looking up suggestive food names for a reason that only Jonas understands.
Oh dear God, what are you doing?
You asked for this.
Did I?
You did.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I did, didn't I?
Oh, okay, yeah. I think I know what this has to do with. Also reminds me, I need to read a thing. I must review.
What's over there?
I got too much stuff to do. I need a secretary or something.
Your face needs a secretary.
Didn't you have a manager?
Yeah, and I sort of have someone helping me now, but I need like a full time. I need a staff. You know what? I need someone to do all my social media. I need someone else to handle like my bookkeeping, and I need someone else to handle correspondence. That's what I need. I basically need an office. And then I also need to clone myself to work on all the comic production teams I'm a part of.
Alright, that's a first pass.
Nice.
See,
I mean, I
Raritanium here.
assume
Why
at the
am I
top of
seeing
that
it?
list is like kumquat, right?
Yeah,
There's
I
literally
mean,
no food that's funnier than kumquat.
I mean, listen, yeah. RA says, I just assume everything Stoker mentions has to do with Penny, which often results in some very funny imaginations. Okay, but this time you really are on the money. I'll see if I can come up with something better than that, Jonas, but I actually do like that pretty well.
Alright.
Probably up there then.
Cloning Jonas is step one in a disaster movie. Yeah, it'd be like,
Hey!
what was that video somebody shared of the guy on his porch, like, feeding the raccoons, and there's, like, 40
God.
raccoons swarming over him?
Yeah, I did.
It's like that, but Jonas, and then there's one person with 1 cup of coffee.
If thank you.
Double jump off that. Okay.
If you feed 1 raccoon, the next night there'll be 3, and then if you feed all 3 of them, the next night there'll be you know, 7 or 8, and then if you
yeah,
then
they-
he'll
they
want a
tell their
glass of
friends.
milk.
That happens to all animals. If you feed 1 stray cat, the next day you'll find 15 stray cats at your door.
Yeah, how many stray cats did we have in the backyard? Like 8, I think, or it started out as like
remember.
2 or 3.
Mostly I remember the squirrel.
Right. She was great.
But yeah, it's funny. We have several stray cats that live in and around our property, but only 2 of them actually take food from us.
Right.
The rest just run whenever they see
Pointing
us.
to the floor
lower
below.
floor?
That's why.
Yeah, you might just need to go further into the dungeon level, whatever you want to call it.
The Fungeon!
On a scale of 1 to 10, I am
Oh, we got Fat Daddy Skunk again.
Nice.
It is Friday. Ray says, "At Stoker, Dis." Yeah, was Dis the one that was in your yard?
Yes, it was Dis.
It was this retroactively 10 years ago.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we've talked about that squirrel on the stream before.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty
Super squirrel.
sure she was a she, but she had like no fear of us whatsoever.
Yeah. Yeah.
We just
no fear.
we would get food in our hand to feed her, and before we could like put it down for her, she would run directly up our legs and grab the food from our hands.
She was all business. She didn't care if she wasn't about like cuddles or anything, but yeah, she was very, very tame. It was
Which is
weird.
unfortunate because I really wanted to pet her.
Marion said no to the pets.
We'll just say she was Twist. It was Twist.
Yeah, there you go.
That's fair. Twist is literally evading all the time. Makes sense.
Yeah. She definitely had Twist energy.
I wonder what happened to her. She eventually just stopped showing up.
Well, Stoker. I mean,
Wow.
No,
Animals do
Jonas.
this thing
She went
sometime.
to a farm upstate. Actually, the thing is that squirrels can live for a surprisingly long time in captivity.
yeah, I mean, who knows? She
Like,
might
I
have
remember
just-
reading they could live to be like 14 or something like that.
Nice. She might have just moved on to another
that's pretty
neighborhood. I
long.
mean, who knows?
It's possible.
Because they're about the same size as like a guinea pig, but guinea pigs only live to be like, what, 3 or 4?
Yep. Excuse me. Rodent lifespans are all over the place because you have rats and mice where 3 years is about the most you can hope from, 4 or 5 at the outside. And then you have like squirrels and chinchillas, which live as long as like cats and dogs do.
Yeah, I
Rick,
assume.
there's some rare titanium right behind you.
Yeah.
My bot is here. Eliminate all trespassers with appropriate prejudice.
Oh man, now it's blocked off.
Engage the safety immediately.
Oh no! Adrian says we nursed the squirrel back to health once, but got into a power line and zapped themselves good.
Oof.
Rabbits also live long lives. Yeah, but rabbits aren't technically rodents, are they? They're kind of in their own
No,
class.
they're
like
lagomorphs.
lagomorphs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like hares and Max, maybe. Difficult to be sure with Max. I would never get tired of their little electrocuting noises.
I'm struggling to see a downside to this weapon.
Ammo?
It has a lot of ammo compared to a lot of the secondary weapons.
That spybot's mine.
I don't know. Maybe it just works well for how you do fights.
Hello?
Hello.
Oh my god, Discord just completely shit the bed. What happened there?
It happens. Discord's got some weird JavaScript crashes or something going on now.
That's awesome. Anyway.
It's just to your left. Eh.
Eh?
Stop doing the wall jump right there. What? Double jump. And then you're supposed to grab the ledge. I guess not. Okay, fine.
No, I think you're fine, yeah.
All right. Ha! Wonder if this chute leads back to the bazaar.
Wouldn't that be bizarre?
Oh, it's funny because the word he
don't
said,
get
and
it.
it was a different word.
Homonyms.
Have you thanked your emperor today?
They're gay words.
Wow. Mojito. That's not a gay drink.
100%
All words are gay. They've been inside men's mouths.
Wow.
Wow.
You heard me.
Oh, thanks for choosing Miss Zircons. Leaving so soon?
What is this one?
Looks like you got some open sales and the raritanium to match.
Still haven't fully upgraded that one. Pretty sure the blast pistol is fully upgraded because the tree's full.
Mm.
Come on back for upgrades when you level that up. You unlocked it, sugar!
Excuse me.
Happy to help, hun!
Let's see. There's some raritanium down there I didn't get.
Take comfort in knowing the emperor rules all from his glorious tower.
No.
No.
Excuse me.
Have you thanked your emperor today? If not, now would be an excellent time.
Adrian says the silence is deafening. Someone say something horny. Deer,
Rivet pot.
narwhals,
Wiener.
jackalope.
Oh my
Uh,
glory.
Wiener Schnitzel.
Oh my.
Hey, why does
Wiener
Ratchet not have a
hands.
shadow?
Perhaps he is a Dracula.
There's a shadow. He has a shadow
there's
right
a
there.
shadow.
No, but yeah, okay. It was just in that one light source. He didn't have a shadow. That was weird.
The light is a Dracula.
No, I'm assuming the shadow is like a...
See, the lights run on vampire power.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I would assume it was that one light source was set to knock cats shadows because it's supposed to be mood lighting, not a
Right.
There's
character
more
lighting.
raritanium over here.
Oh, just to the right behind that box.
Ah.
Yep.
Shadows are for closers.
Oh, there's a golden bolt back there too.
There is a golden bolt back there.
Go get it.
I found a golden bolt.
Let me get to it from up here.
Well, can you jump from there onto the jump pad and then, like, float over the wall? Nope.
Nah.
Not even close.
Let's see.
Good idea, though.
Hello, Game Cobra.
Who'd that be?
Almost.
It'd be GC. GC, did you save Canada?
What was that?
Did you save Canada? I told them
saved
you were.
Canada.
I told them you had to save Canada.
I had to save Canada.
He saved Canada! Yeah!
Alright. No, seriously, my brother just
Why won't it let me go over that?
Yeah, apparently the wall extends higher than the actual fence. Annoying.
I saved Canada for my brother in Dead by Daylight. There.
Nice. GC, are you telling me you were gaming with someone that wasn't us?
Yeah, my brother
I
was.
can't believe you're cheating on us.
My brother was. My brother booked me just as we were playing this, and I was like, no.
That's fine.
I know. Let's have some GC's popular. Kid Black says, GC, Captain Canada art win. I don't consider myself some sort of Captain Superhero Canada, like Wolverine. No.
More boxes over here.
It is
Oh,
a
God, we
secret
played
flavored fusion.
That doesn't know.
Okay.
The flavor is secret.
You only realize the full flavor in your mouth. That lighting is so cool.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Pew. I mean, that's Mario Odyssey, but still, Mario Odyssey has one of the best.
I love Mario Odyssey.
Nah, I still think Shine Get is like one of the best, like you've collected the thing noises. Or at least it still resonates so strongly with me. So played Sunshine so much as a kid.
I played a little bit of Sunshine. I didn't quite. I can see why people like it. I didn't like it quite as much, but if I'd been younger when I encountered it, I totally would have all over it. Like, there are some games where I'm just too jaded and adultified to fully appreciate the game the way, like, I would if I were, like, you know, coming at it like 8 or 9.
Well, that's okay, Jonas. If you end up visiting sometime this year, I'm just gonna force you to play Mario for 40 hours straight.
Oh my
no
god.
sleep, no water, no food, no nothing.
Can we stream it? Will you give me coffee? If you give me coffee, I'll do it.
Sure.
Good coffee. Good
You have, to
coffee.
take, you have to take time off of work, though.
I will get you drip coffee from a nice place. That's my compromise.
All right. I will allow it. 40 hours. I started to fry out after 4 hours of streaming. 40 hours, I'd be like, I wouldn't be able to form words at the end of that. And I mean, you know, we don't want that.
Oh, yeah, no. I don't think I could go for more than 30 hours.
The longest stream I ever did, I think, was about 7 or 8 hours.
Ooh, the ship.
It is time to abscond.
I think I saw a lone monk in the Badlands. What's his deal? Blizon, phase quartz, raritanium. What else can be found there?
Rivet and Clank seek the assistant legendary fixer.
I wonder how Rivet's doing.
I wonder how Rivet's doing.
I wonder what Ganon's up to.
God, when are they just gonna call one of these like fancy crystals like the hookity lookity? Like just something completely
They just get Jonas to name all the MacGuffins.
Look at this Star Wars ass place.
Yeah.
I don't know about your dimension, but out here, things never go according to plan. Improvisation is a skill you learn very fast.
Yeah, I developed it from watching a little show called Whose Line.
Well, I can't wait to see you in action.
That's what I said as soon as I saw you, Rivet.
Stoker.
Jonas, look.
Look, just because it's low-hanging fruit doesn't mean you have to, like, reach up with your palm and kind of, pat it.
I'd love to reach up with my palm
It
and
doesn't
pat
mean
it.
you need to reach up with your mouth and suckle on it and
Whoa!
really pluck it with your teeth.
Ugh. He's like, nope.
Bob Miller.
I think we all deserve a bop for that one.
I don't deserve a bop. I wasn't involved.
I know, but I'm gonna bop all this anyway.
You know what?
You
You
allow
know what,
this
Rick?
madness to continue. You
You were
are
thinking
implicitly
it, okay?
responsible.
That's fair.
You may not have said anything, but you were thinking it.
I do facilitate the madness.
I signed up for this.
Yes, you did. You sure
There we go. Bop the
You didn't
entire
sign for
crew.
anything. You got voluntold.
Pardon me. Does anyone here know where we can find the fixer?
Guess they're being cautious.
Yeah, we need him to say the fixer, and then every storefront shuts immediately.
That'll cliche.
And they're just like, ah.
Every store shuts and then a tumbleweed rolls by. That's what you gotta do.
Buzz blades.
Oh, we got the Ripper.
That looks fun. I want it.
Richard Horvitz is definitely the best person in the world, or at least the most effective person in the world at turning larynx damage into money.
Richard Horvitz is a machine that transforms vocal strain into paychecks.
Yeah.
I never asked for this, says Adrian. Aren't you the one who adds "ussy" to literally everything?
New tourists? Oh, welcome to the jewel of our galaxy. Please, enjoy yourselves. Did you know Molinoth means paradise in Junkish?
Is the fixer on this planet?
He most definitely is. Great guy, the best, and single, if either of you are interested.
We were told that he can fix phase quartz.
Phase quartz, blaze quartz, anything! But,
Like the way your ears perk.
we've been having trouble with pirates, so we asked him to help because, you know, he's a big guy. But after a few days of totally crushing them, he just, broke.
We're gonna have to fix the
Perhaps we
fixer.
could fix him.
You two look like you could straighten him out in a Molinoth minute. But the path to him was destroyed in the last pirate raid, so you'll need a hurl shot. Oh, and I saw one in the smelting pits further ahead. Lucky you.
Is Zircon Jr. Zim? Yes, they are both voiced by Richard
After
Horvitz.
this, are you and Ratchet going to the Lombax dimension?
Yeah, Richard
That's
Horvitz
it.
is Zim,
Ratchet
is
is uncertain.
Moxie from
Perhaps he is afraid that
Hell of the Boss. Was the original Alpha 5 from Power Rangers.
That's right. God.
He doesn't want to go.
Which one of the Angry Beavers was he? I mixed their
Daggett.
names up. Daggett, yes,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah, remember
he
it was
was-
voiced by Nick McKay.
He was Billy on the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, and he was Billy's dad. Oh yeah, and he's also Moxie's dad. Kind of funny that he's played both a father and a son twice. It's one of those Doofenshmirtz 2 Nichols situations.
Level 4.
Oh, that's true, and he played Raz in Psychonauts.
Yeah, that's right. And what's his nuts from
What's his nuts?
Yeah, you know, I love saying what's his nuts. The villain from frickin' the Skylanders franchise. Frick, what's his name?
Dude, I think it was. Let's see.
I can picture
Chaos?
his face like Baldus McGee. I don't know.
Chaos is what it's telling
Chaos.
me.
Thank you. Yes.
Spelled like he's from Mortal Kombat.
What's that?
Yes.
Okay, there was a Skylanders TV series, wasn't there?
But there is no way to reach
I
it.
think I don't know.
I feel like there was. Was it?
I think there was
So there's a tunnel over here and a rail over here. Which direction are you going?
Because I remember
yeah,
seeing
there's
like
3 seasons of Skylanders Academy.
right, and it had Crash in one episode. Because I saw that, and I wasn't sure if it was like a cutscene or from a game or from like an episode.
Oh yeah.
Here comes another one.
A smelting pit is a curious place for a hurl shot to be.
I'm guessing it has something to do
Yeah,
with
I'm
them
saying
all getting
Crash Bandicoot and
recently.
Coco Bandicoot both
Something
showed up
about
in the show.
fractured spines?
Oh dear.
What?
Smooth.
That was supposed to be the side hop.
I love how she said smooth when she's falling. Like she's directed at someone.
Smooth.
That's better.
There's a rift. How about that, huh?
Very
Oh
impressive.
hell yeah.
Yeah, Crash is involved in the first and third season's finales because apparently they're like multi-dimensional something.
Right.
Sure, why not?
Comes a jump.
I also really enjoy the noises those creatures
This
make.
rail system seems exceedingly
Wow.
That's a bit of a...
I love how Clank is still talking about how dangerous the rails are while you're falling to your death.
Oh dear. This rail system seems exceedingly dangerous.
Just hang on. It goes
Oof.
straight
Goodness
to the
gracious, that
smelting
is...
I am afraid we may end up
Whoa.
in a smelting
That is
pit.
hectic. That's the word you're looking for. It's
God,
hectic.
I've gotta play this at some point.
Everything's moving so quickly.
Like you're in an animated cartoon.
Oh no.
Oh.
Master, hoy, ho, ho, our time has finally come. Let us plunder like mad and go break bad, for the fixer is all but done.
Look here, mateys, this looks useful. In fact, I've a notion that it be crucial.
It seems fate has brought us together again, ma petite rivette.
Guess fate really loves seeing you get your butt kicked, Pierre.
Ah! Yoo-hoo! Pirate mateys, attack!
Oh dear.
Yo ho, a pirate's life for me.
We can't let them get that hurl shot.
Perhaps it would be worth
Your booty is ours. Hey, I saw it first.
Whoever grabs it first has it first.
That's it's a good life philosophy.
What did Box Saran must into? Ah, it should be.
Man, look at everything flying around. Like, look at the mess of chaos. It's getting better as the game gets close to the end.
Oh, we're not close to the end. Not at all.
No, we're not.
We're kind of in the midpoint, right?
I would
I
say
don't
we're
even
probably
think-
close to the end of the first third, I think.
Alright.
I'd say we're only like 30% of it.
Well, How to Beat said 10 to 12 hours.
Wait, really? That's it?
Hold on. Let me confirm that.
Need to try something else.
Yeah, but 10
10 to
hours.
12 hours, yeah.
Well, okay, 10 hours ignoring most collectibles and side quests.
Let's
So
get
if
that
you
hurl
just
shot down.
choke through the main quests for 10 hours, which is absolutely not how you're supposed to play this kind of game. So I would say our playthrough will probably be closer to 16 or 20.
What are we on so far? Let's see.
Or maybe not even that.
quite that dumb. I don't. Rivet, I feel like has a lot more to tell us.
I mean, I would think so. I'm still waiting for like a big twist.
Yeah.
I mean, there is a twist.
The big twist is Rivet is Ratchet's father.
We've got the hurl shot. Now we just have to get across that pirate.
See, I'm waiting for the end of the second act when Nefarious thinks he's gonna beat us, and then Emperor Nefarious comes back and just like mops the floor with him, and then we have to team up with Dr. Nefarious in order to beat Emperor Nefarious.
I'm still waiting for Emperor Nefarious to show up at all.
Yeah, that is
That's
like
fun.
a Chekhov's MG42 that's just straining against its wall mounts.
If Molonoth is mostly junk, what are they hoping to loot here?
They're better to find buried treasures than on a junk planet.
Really love how she swings on that.
Yeah, it's very stretch and squashy. Very exaggerated, which is great with this style.
Our looting was so boring into your life. Merci for livening things up.
Yeah, keep laughing, Pierre.
I so love this music.
The topiary weapon will also never stop being funny.
Topical topiary.
Oh wow!
When the lightning triggers and it's like 10 guys all going at the same time.
It's the little things that make life worth living.
Watch out, Rick is taking aim.
Yeah, nobody tell Miller or anyone else the big spoilers.
Yeah, please don't.
It is worth it to discover all of the plot.
There we go.
Again, we seem to be doing pretty
I'm very appreciative of the fact that we have finally reached an era of emotionally complex multi-layer plots in video games. Beats the hell out of Save the Princess. Or, you know,
Where am I
defeat the
supposed to go
giant
next?
pulsating brain. Spoiler, Rivet is cute. Actually, here's a question. What color would you describe Rivet as?
I mean, I
lavender.
think it was, yeah.
Lavender? Alright, fair enough.
Yeah, it's nice when games have complex, very layered stories. It's less impressive when those same stories get stuck because the door doesn't work.
Just make that part of the story.
Yeah, part of the story was that Finn got stuck in like a never-changing time of day in which he couldn't interact with anybody ever again. He just got stuck in purgatory for the rest of existence.
Oh.
Yeah, I have Mondays like that.
That's a weapon. Turn them into plant people.
Yeah, it's
Yes,
the
it is.
topiary thing.
You're basically a druid at this point.
The reason I bring up the color thing is that
You want
somebody
to reopen that dress diversity?
Yeah, thank you. No, early on when I was trying to somebody commissioned me to do a picture of her like before. Like the only thing that was out at that point was like the publicity stuff, and I couldn't quite tell what color she was. I legitimately wasn't sure because you know there's so much mood lighting in this game.
Rivet is grayish blue with light violet markings, or should I say bluish gray? No. No, she's some kind of shade of purple.
Like grape? No.
See, it's like you're not quite sure, you know. I mean, not you, but I mean just in general. It's like, what color is she?
Like, this is fairly white lighting we're standing in right now. She's purple.
They're great.
Gotta find ammo.
She's purple, like Grimace.
Perhaps you would like a new death partner.
Oh, let me find the concept art. Hang on. Because they did tests with a few other palettes, and it's interesting to see what they played with before they actually
dance. She's purple like Grimace. So when are we gonna get the rivet shake, huh?
Nice.
You don't think her milkshake brings all the boys to the yard?
Oh,
not me to the yard.
Rivet's concept art has her as both blue and white. Yeah, that's concept art. That's not what she's like in the game.
Oh yeah, but I still think it's
that was her as a concept when she was first being designed. That's not what she ended up as.
I love concept art because I like seeing concepts undergo transformation and evolution based on feedback.
This is what she gets for trying to steal what is ours.
What's yours?
Like, there's one picture of her where she's red, and I love the way it looks, but at the same time I can see why they might not have wanted to go with that.
I love the one where she's riding on the back of the robot with that happy little face.
Halt my hearties! Our command ship is lost! Destroy it now! Will it be expenses?
Oh yeah, the later ones you have, she's also very different proportion-wise.
Yeah.
They're all really good. Each one of these is super cute in a different way, but ultimately the final design they settled on really was the best one.
Abandon ship.
Suggestion noted.
Just lands on her fucking face.
Yeah.
And now she's dead.
I'd be happy if I
Can't believe Privet is fucking dead.
So what's your clip, Passion?
Feel free to browse.
I want it. Void repulsor.
And you can have it now for just 3 easy payments of $9.95 plus shipping and handling.
Nice.
But that's not all.
Incoming.
You can now use the hurl shot to reach the fixer.
But
So,
she
Rick-
has no dump truck ass. You know what? You can find plenty of art of people who've drawn her with a dump truck ass.
Alright, what gun do you favor the most so far? Which one's the coolest?
Gotta admit, the fixer being a giant robot is not what I expected.
Perhaps
I
when
think Rick was saying the lightning gun.
Lightning gun has been like feeling like the most helpful because
Big robots, but we'll see.
you can shoot the guys for a very long time and it keeps a lot of them just paralyzed.
Yeah. Crowd control.
Plus, I mean, it's just funny. Oh, that's fun.
I've wondered if they keep the whole are they variants of each other thing ambiguous because like they want to develop that in later games.
I mean,
So far,
We'll see if that develops any further as the game goes on.
Right.
So far, the Negatron Collider has been my favorite.
Negatron Collider. I keep expecting it to do more damage. It does a lot of damage. I'm just waiting for it to upgrade all the way.
Yeah, you need to have the version that it just keeps firing and then like it keeps consuming ammo and gets more and more damage as you hold it down for longer.
Fixing to fix the fixer. So fix them.
It's something like that.
You're gonna pay for making us scuttle our own ship. Cut him down, matey. That's just getting too close to the fixer. Lower them.
You could attack from a different angle by tethering to those rifts.
Bit ahead of you, Clank.
Keep them coming, Pierre. I'm just waiting for you to come down and fight for yourself.
I should have known.
Were you saying something, Pierre? I stopped listening.
How will I go without my glasses?
Good thing you'll never have to find out.
You and your double sassy backpacks, then no chance.
Sassy.
One of the classic. I do enjoy Clank.
Okay, I like Clank. You like giggling at that. I like him being like, I can't get used to being called a sassy backpack. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
It's fine, he's got
No.
2 full hit points.
I mean, yeah, none of them matter except for the last one.
Exactly. That's why you should just get rid of all the useless hit points and only have your last one.
You're trying to play a no-hit run. I wonder if this is one of those games that can allow you to make custom rules like that. Like, you're like, I want to do a no-hit run, so max HP is always 1.
Aha!
But I guess it's not exactly the same thing if you want to do like damage boosts or something.
The fixer be done for, and so shall ye.
Can't stop now.
Just remembering that Futurama thing that's like, robots don't say ye.
I'm getting up into his face with the Enforcer. Being careful is not in the cards.
I also enjoy how every time Clank's warnings happen too late.
Also, not so wee lot. That's what he's all about.
Ammo. Negatron.
Negatron.
Fire at will.
He will.
His mortar shots are so slow, there's no risk of him actually hitting you, like aiming where you are. It's more of a risk of you running away from them and then running back into that spot before they've landed.
Yeah, basically. Actually,
maybe he'll even order me a big bloomin' onion from the outback.
Oh.
Now, not when we're this close to the fixer.
Okay, I can appreciate that the game's like back into action time is like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
That is definitely appreciated too.
I be honored to blast ye myself. Your scraggly neck will fester be here no more.
keep getting caught on those ledges.
Your tail will be a fine swab for our decks.
Still have a little bit of faith in the force, but it's not looking as strong as it used to be. That's doing a good job, though.
Oops, I was muted. Cool.
For how long?
I don't know. Probably a couple of minutes.
But Jonas, your microphone's been unplugged this entire time.
Oh my God, it was phantom power.
There you go.
Facilitated by that big old vampire load.
Nice.
Now, the Shatter Bomb is kind of tricky given its art, isn't it? Yeah. You got topiaried, bro. Get planted, idiot.
Bro, Pierre.
Yeah, got him.
Yes! What if the face quartz cannot be fixed?
Nope, look at it jiggling. Look at it jiggling.
No point in worrying about it now.
I like her saying there's no point in worrying about it now at the weirdly jiggling thing.
Two directions game. Where are you gonna go?
The good way.
Look at the fluff.
Was that like a Crash Bandicoot noise?
Almost. Well, she takes it on a lot of faith that those things are actually going to lead her somewhere that she can land. I mean, yeah, video game, whatever, but you
How
know.
exactly will we fix the fixer?
I guess we have to turn him on first.
Just turn them off and on again.
Was he turned off because he was broken?
She says we have to,
This must be the fixer's
Griffin
on
just said we
switch.
have to turn him on first. Just saying.
I hear it and I'm disappointed.
You've disappointed Game Cobra, Stoker. What do you have to say for yourself?
It's not the first time, nor it will be the last.
I'm afraid it will not be the last.
This is everything. Nothing can be fixed.
Oh, he's having an existential crisis.
Oh no! If the fixer can't fix, then he's just the
No, he's just the broker.
Okay, he just fixed that.
Okay, no.
At least the pirates are taken care of.
Please focus on the grinding.
Yeah.
Focus on the grinding, Rivet.
Focus on the grinding.
Jump ahead.
Gotta focus on the grinding before you can turn them on.
Exactly. See, y'all understand me.
You got me doing it.
They said it. Come on.
Destruction is our natural state.
What is he, the breaker now?
I see a fellow broken one. You must accept your brokenness.
Is he talking about me?
Because of your arm? Don't listen to him, Bolts. If you're broken, so am I. And I think we're pretty awesome.
Hell yeah, Rivet. Hell yeah.
Any ideas? Because I'm having a hard time thinking while running away from a giant.
I like how the feel punk tropes are even making their way into games like this.
It's always been an element of those in Ratchet and Clank.
I am not deserving of enlightenment. I have no wisdom.
Wisdom. I may have an idea.
I'm all ears.
I mean, yeah, just about.
I am broken. I cannot fix. I
Are we about the Shadow of the Colossus this?
Yeah.
Don't fall, don't fall, don't fall.
Okay, that's pretty high. Wow.
Oh dear.
That was a good scream too.
Stop falling apart, please.
Nice save.
Oh, you can actually.
She's strong.
Yeah.
She's got that robot arm.
Oh, that's true.
What are you doing?
Improvising.
You know, we have themes in the narrative here.
Than I was, but you helped me realize I am still Clank.
Well, I never thought about it like that before.
I am quite relieved.
Despite everything, it's still you.
It opened my eyes to a great many broken things.
Don't you mean
So
I?
very many.
And you became
Don't point it out,
distressed.
Stoker.
But being able to fix another, to see that all is not lost.
That quells all of my homicidal urges at once.
Can I ever repay you both?
Can you fix this?
Nope.
That is a very specific beam.
Yeah, you know, it's like Superman 4 where he has the eye beams that can hold buildings up.
The Great Wall of China building beams.
It
Yeah.
should be I who is thanking you.
Oh, look at her smile. Sorry, sometimes I just get reminded how cute she is all over again.
You know, one of my favorite uses of Superman's like grab bag miscellaneous powers was
Are we gonna talk about you rescuing me back there?
I did?
You did.
hang on.
Looks like you're a natural even in my dimension.
I thank you, Rivet.
Anyway, your Superman's grab bag of powers.
Yeah, there's an episode where him and Supergirl were fighting against this thing in a hospital, and nothing was working. And then they realized it was sensitive to X-rays because, like, it, you know, like they turned on the X-ray machine and it caused it to like react. So they used their X-ray vision, and that cooked it.
That's
I thought to myself, that's really smart.
Power is always a good thing.
But X-ray vision doesn't mean you shoot out X-rays. It just means you can see in X-rays.
Apparently, in that version of the continuity, it meant they
Yes,
were
I know.
actually.
In that version, they did whatever, but I'm just being a really actually asshole about it.
Oh, all right. Miller's being paid.
No, I think the one I remember seeing that was interesting was there was the one time where he had like the tiny speck of kryptonite like lodged his brain or whatever.
How?
And he like used his X-ray vision to see it, and then laser vision. He looked into a mirror to see where it was inside of his own brain, and then used his laser vision to give himself a lobotomy to cut it out.
Yeah, he did brain surgery on himself.
Yeah. Which that was also the only time he's done brain surgery with his laser vision.
God.
Not the only time. Not the only time. There is this, there's a Justice League Unlimited episode. It might have been a multi-part episode, I don't remember, where there's an alternate universe where the Justice League went all fascist and dystopian and called themselves the Justice Lords.
There are a couple of them. Go on.
And in that episode, at one point they visit Arkham Asylum, and everyone there, every one of the villains has been lobotomized by Superman, and they all have a heat vision scar on their foreheads.
The other one I'm thinking is it was in a movie was Superman was fighting these like anti-heroes. Who were,
right, the British ones, the what's their names?
Yeah, and the leader was like a super powerful psychic, and at the end of that fight, he was like, "If you want to stop me, you're gonna have to kill me, Superman. There ain't nothing left for it." And then, like,
I don't remember what
Superman was.
I don't remember what their names are. They're based on the Authority.
I think they were. Oh yeah, Superman versus the Elite. That's what it
You
was.
know, they also did that.
That's it.
They also did that in Man of Steel, where basically like he had to kill Zod. Spoilers. Otherwise, Zod
Well,
was gonna, like,
the thing is, he didn't kill him, is what Miller was
Well, yeah, it
getting
looked like
to.
he was gonna kill him. He like shot his lasers at them. The guy was like wait, I'm fine? And then he like tried to attack Superman back, and then he's like, wait, I can't use my psychic powers anymore. And yeah, Superman's just like, yeah, I was watching your brain to see which parts of it activated when you used your psychic powers, and then I just lobotomized those parts.
Yeah, he's like, I used my heat vision through your pupils and cut those parts out.
It was supposed to explain that he didn't actually do that. He just gave him the equivalent of a concussion to temporarily.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think that was in the. I think that was in the comic version, and it didn't make it into the other version. Because the whole point of that elite thing was like, everyone was like, Superman, you're so lame because you're not hardcore enough. And they were like that too, and then he's like, okay, let me show you what it would be like if I was hardcore, and he made them think he was just fucking killing them all. And everybody was just horrified and traumatized by seeing Superman actually cut loose and just murder these people. And then it turned out he hadn't killed any of them, and he's like, and that's why it's a bad idea.
Yeah, it was like one of the ones he like threw him up really high or something, and he's just like, oh yeah, he's in orbit now, he's probably going to depressurize here in about 15 seconds.
Yeah, no, actually, the line, this one's one of those lines that really sticks in my head because it's so good. He's like, he just punched the guy so hard that he seemed to just disappear, and the psychic dude's like, where is he? And he's like, accelerating into the upper atmosphere at Mach 5. He's like, if you had super hearing, any second now you'd hear the pop.
I think he said that. Guys, oh man, they had the voice of Sephiroth playing at the time, and I was like, he was using the Sephiroth voice. I was laughing at that.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Thanks for shopping, cutie.
Oh yeah, Croo Kibagami. That's the same quote. Yeah, no, that was one of the ones where, yeah, Superman actually got kind of scary because it was a because remember OSP was talking about this thing, that's how I know about it. They were like, this is one of the times where it's like the idea of the Superman being way too pure and anti-heroes are like the real superheroes that would actually exist.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of like the argument against that is like, no, they're just assholes. They're not any realer, they're just assholes.
I mean, it's a good thing that Superman was raised by like the nicest, you know, most benevolent Midwestern farmer types, you know, on the planet, because if he'd been raised in like, you know, Jersey or something.
In Jersey,
you know,
I was about to say,
again, in that same OSP thing, they talked about Red Sun, which was one where Superman didn't land in Kansas, he landed in
the
outside
Soviet
of
Union.
Moscow.
Yeah, and was essentially adopted by Stalin. I just, yeah, but the idea of him landing in Jersey is so much funnier to me.
George Newbern, that's right. That's the guy that voiced him. Okay.
Yeah. Well, that was later on. First voice was Tim Daly.
That wasn't his first voice.
No, I mean the first in the 90s DCAU.
Hey, you know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? You gonna mess with me? I'm gonna mess with you, right? I got this laser vision. Don't you wanna? You don't even wanna mess with me right here, okay?
Right? Yeah.
You don't wanna mess with me right here. I'm gonna have to use my laser vision on you.
He's got like
you don't wanna mess.
He's voiced by like Joe Pesci or something.
He just starts getting louder and louder.
The difference between you and me is that you're an asshole and I'm an asshole with heat vision. You know.
Nice.
You know, looking back on Superman 3, the one where like Richard Pryor built a supercomputer that accidentally made like the rip-off you know, Brand X kryptonite that didn't quite work right, but turned Superman like evil and gave him beard stubble and stuff. I understand now that the evil Superman, you know, like being choked by Clark Kent is a metaphor, of course. But, you know, seeing that at like, you know, 11 or so, I didn't get it. I was like, how does this make any sense? He chokes the other one and he disappears, and then he's good again. You know, like that whole movie is just a bad acid trip.
Speaking of, since we're on the topic of Superman, has anyone here been watching the new cartoon, My Adventures with Superman?
I've seen some clips from it. I don't really have any interest in watching it.
That's because you're a big old hater.
Yeah, clearly.
Just a big old hater drinking your haterade. You're like, oh, Lois Lane is a hot tomboy now?
No,
not interested.
The art style in general kind of puts me off, but like, I'm not gonna. It falls in the category.
I've not seen this before. I'm looking at this now. This is very anime-esque.
Yeah, no, they have turned it into a shonen anime. They legitimately have.
And like, if other people are into it, you know, I'm not gonna shit on it. You know,
you better not, because Superman has heat vision.
God, you know who Lois looks like in this show? Lois looks like Luz from the Owl House.
From Owl House, yes. You are not the first person to make that observation.
Yeah.
She looks like Luz grown up. And
yeah, it's like Luz when she's like 17 now.
Well, I mean, they're definitely older than 17.
They look like they're 17.
They are. In this iteration, they're brand new at the Daily Planet. They're still interns trying to become reporters.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we're only up to like 5 episodes at this point, so things are still developing.
Yeah, it looks cute. I don't think I'll be checking it out though.
Oh, okay.
They have very interesting,
interesting.
Yeah, well, I don't understand why either, because there is nothing in this show that would merit it being on Adult Swim.
There's nothing R-rated about it. It's still just like PG-13.
I wouldn't even say PG-13. This is like TVY7.
Okay.
TVY7FV for fantasy violence.
Maybe he'll just go like apocalyptic at some point.
The premise at this point is like Clark and Jimmy are roommates. Oh my god, they were roommates. And they're all trying to make it in the Daily Planet, trying to get Perry White to give them a chance to prove themselves as reporters. And Clark has just started being Superman and still doesn't have a full handle on how all of his powers work, and he still hasn't even figured out where he's from yet. I mean, other than Smallville.
This feels very Gen Z, and I'm not saying that is a bad thing. But
And
very Gen Z.
So far, all of the villains he.
Could you look around for Chef Tulio? She was supposed to be back with ingredients an hour ago. Don't know if she's hurt.
Sure, I can keep an eye out.
So far, all of the villains have been reinterpretations of several like classic DC and Superman villains who normally have powers of their own, but instead of showing them with powers of their own, so far they're all using weird tech enhancements of unknown origins at this point, but I'm guessing it's probably something like Brainiac or Darkseid or something like that.
She sounds unhurt. I wonder what has been keeping her from returning to the miners.
And the most fun thing about this one is that the most fun thing about it, to me at least, my little shipper's heart, is that Clark and Lois are so incredibly attracted to each other that there are times when you can literally see their brains turn off when they're looking at each other.
Is this the first time we've had like a redesign for Jimmy Olsen, especially being a black character?
This is not the first time there's been a black Jimmy Olsen.
Yeah, okay. I was gonna say that's definitely been a thing.
This is also not the first time there's been a black Perry White.
Well, yeah, that was in they had Morpheus, Lawrence Fishburne playing in one of the movies.
Excuse me, don't you mean Cowboy Curtis?
Okay. Nice.
Yeah, that's right. I go for the deep cuts. Yeah, no, this is not the first time. Honestly, like, the biggest redesign they've done so far, like the most significantly changed character who's shown up so far, has got to be Dr. Ivo. Excuse me. Who's like, and I don't mean Dr. Ivo Robotnik. For those of you who don't know, Ivo's a dude who created this super robot called Amazo.
Yeah.
Whose power is to have all the powers. Literally, he was created to duplicate the powers of every member of the Justice League. And in the comics, he's just this recurring threat that's just a pain in the ass to deal with because it takes all of them together usually to deal with him.
Yeah, they had him in the Justice League show, like the
yeah,
cartoon
where
show.
he became a hero.
Yeah.
So the My Adventures of Superman version of Dr. Ivo, Amazo isn't a robot, it's the name of his tech company. Which seems like and he seems like a not so veiled jab at Tony Stark in this version.
Nice.
And he creates this super-powered energy-draining armor and becomes the Parasite. So they're really remixing things a lot. Personally, I'm keeping an eye on his quote-unquote assistant, who's this scrawny tech nerd with red hair who's only been referred to as Alex so far, so...
Alex, that's the name of Luthor's son, isn't it?
There's yeah, it's one of those, yeah.
Oh,
hey.
Tulio, and like all great artists, I can only create beauty when I'm suffering.
So we have to beat you up.
To make my greatest dish yet, I must harvest the Seranian honey below us with this vacuum-suck. But doing so requires
Okay, Rivet,
full
use the vacuum-suck.
So I'll need someone to defend me from those allergic to brilliance. If you wish to be a part of culinary history, start the extraction sequence with that hammer.
Dude, I love the character design of the skirt and the chef's hat on the outside of the spacesuit.
Yeah. Yes. This is peak character design right here.
This is damn all practicality. Shape design is all that matters.
Alright, crank it out so we can do the vacuum suck.
Crank and suck.
Crank and suck.
Wait now.
Here they come, on the left. Use the button on that side to activate my trap.
See, who am I looking forward to showing up in terms of Superman villains?
I could not abide by the stench of pesticides, so I thought, why not go back to my
Oh
roots?
god.
Barbecue.
What would this universe's version of Bizarro be like?
Trap on the right, before they damage the vacuum suck and scare away my muse. Delicious. The traps protect the vacuum suck, but they take time to reset. Can't have them overheating, can we?
I guess
Bizarro will be fun.
Does this show seem like one that's kind of emphasizing sort of PC things?
Not really.
No? Okay.
No, like, this is just like, listen, this thing doesn't have, like, an irony bone in its body or any kind of agenda that I can tell. It's just straight up
what I'm trying to think is, like, okay, if they were trying to push PC stuff like, you know, something like Steven Universe would, where they try to focus on more real issues and stuff, like, I could see Bizarro being labeled as like somebody who actually has a mental illness and then they treat it like that.
Oh man.
And they're like, no, this is actually how you would deal with somebody like that. Is how you're like get patient with them and you like try to understand them, you try to help them.
More inspiration, more honey.
Just
I have such a complicated relationship with shows like Steven Universe. Like I see dealing with that stuff in cartoons is progress, but at the same time, it's.
Does it make you uncomfortable, Jonas?
Yeah, but not in the way like I don't like that. That's no good. It just it's like it. How do I put this?
I mean, Steven Universe had an entire musical number about intrusive thoughts.
Take a moment to think of just flexibility, love, and trust.
To draw a comparison, when I was a kid, PBS, which was at that point, being run by former hippies, was making a concerted effort to be inclusive. And at the time, that just meant like multiracial casts.
Right.
And
magnificent. Yes, yes, yes.
it was, for my generation, it was just like, hey, cool. I'm sure that for some of the boomers, it was weird for them. Even though it's it's a completely logical progression. So I guess it's my turn to be just kind of like, well, that's different but cool.
In other words, you're a monster.
Yeah, I'm a big hater, full of hatred. How dare?
Full of hatred.
It's jarring. It's jarring. That's all it is. It's like.
I will. I'll say one more thing, actually, without giving any direct spoilers for this current iteration of Superman, because I've been trying to think of how to put this without giving any spoilers. There's something I do really, really greatly appreciate it, and which is all too rare in Superman adaptations, and that's showcasing Lois Lane being smart in a way that most adaptations prefer her to be dumb.
Yeah.
That's all I'll say about it.
No, that's fair, because
oh yeah,
up until relatively recently in the cult of consciousness, Lois Lane had a bit of the whole damsel in distress thing.
It's not even that. I mean, she's constantly getting into shit still.
Yeah, like
no,
that.
I mean, smart in a
doesn't need Superman kind of way, like.
Smart in
it's gone up and down with her, because it's like
I'm just
Superman,
gonna type this.
Okay, go for it.
In the animated series, she was like had some moments where she was kind of clever, was able to sort of get herself out of trouble with certain things, and then like the recent movies have like made her worse again. Like they've written her worse than the '90s stuff did.
There you go. That's what I'm trying to say without outright saying it.
Let me see.
Oh,
okay.
Look at the bot in the background. Look at him go. Look at him dance.
That's weird.
What's suffering? You didn't do anything.
Thank you for your assistance.
I wouldn't want to.
No, it's actually the souls of those entities. So.
Nope, it's just doing that now. Okay.
She says it requires suffering, but she never specified whose.
Yeah. I wouldn't want to be saddled with the task of writing for Superman, because Superman is a demigod. Actually, no, Superman is basically a god. I feel like that presents both some easy tropes to lean on and a lot of challenges if you want to go beyond that and make it interesting. So I wouldn't even.
Yeah, I would agree. It's very easy to sort of.
Make
an ineffective Superman story.
I would much more want to write for Batman.
Yeah,
Batman,
well, I want to write for Ambush Bug.
That's a deep cut.
Yeah.
Identified. Best friend.
But yeah, I would if I had to pick a DC hero, I would absolutely pick Batman. And the Batman ensemble. I feel like there's much more room for just weird bullshit and fun in stories like that.
Hey, Jim's back. Oh, and it's mid to midnight.
Oh, it is. Oh, hello, Fed.
Oh, you came in just in time to miss everything.
You here for weapons or
Engine, I slept through the whole stream this time. Well,
yeah,
my
Did you
long-backed
say you
wife,
weren't
how
gonna
is
watch
she?
this because you're spoiling? Or have you played ahead of Rick now?
Yes, but I could have watched only Rivet.
That's fair.
I see.
The best friend song.
yourself to an upgrade.
Marcus says every episode of Batman the original series or animated series is a visit to the therapist.
I love that though. I love just how dysfunctional the villains were.
They all had their motivations. They're all well written, which was very effective for I think a lot of kids who were watching at that time.
Yeah, you
And
know,
they were
you
very
had
used to Disney villains that were evil for evil's sake.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had Harvey Dent, whose issue was not having a healthy outlet for his anger, and you had like the Mad Hatter, whose issue was being an incel, and you had the Sewer King, whose issue was living in the sewer and having pet alligators.
And you had that actor
appearing in only one episode.
And you had that actor that used too much skin makeup.
Clayface.
Yeah, whose issue was you know, the universal relatable issue of melting into a puddle of mud.
I know, right? We've all
I mean,
been
the
there.
one I always think of is I don't remember what her name is, but it was the girl who like
Baby
she was,
doll.
Like, yeah, she never aged up.
Oh,
Yeah, God, she was an original for the series, and she was so fucking tragic.
Like I just remember the last scene with her where she's got the like toy gun and she's like
no.
they're in that like mirror maze or whatever, and she keeps shooting
Yeah.
the like reflection of Batman, and then she sees the actual one, and then she just sits there with the empty gun and just pulls the trigger over and over and over while she's crying, and it's just
Yeah.
like, oh god, oh my heart.
Yeah,
No.
that one's rough.
Why?
Ronrad asks, what was the pencils issue, and someone kept trying to rub him out.
Oh.
We got anyone to read?
No. Any suggestions?
I don't know. I asked you first.
Let's see.
I don't know anyway. So.
I mean, nobody else we know is going, so yeah. All right. Well,
Nobody.
Hold on, I got one.
Okay.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Let me put this in the chat.
Yeah, you know, I make most of the suggestions, but like, if y'all ever want to suggest one, please, you know, don't listen to me. Richie
Sorry, what were you
Cooper.
saying? I wasn't listening.
Yeah, thank you. All right, I guess we're rating Richie Cooper and Jonas tomorrow. I keep saying Jonas. Jonas
tomorrow
Jonas
night.
next time
Jonas
for
tomorrow
Jonas.
night. Jonas every night.
Jonas was saying about how he gets in front of a microphone and he just like gets super wiggly wobbly and casually and stuff. And tomorrow, that's all we're gonna do. We're just gonna listen to the Jonas blab for 2 hours.
Oh,
His arms and legs turn straight up into the rubber hose animation style.
All right. Anyway.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.
All right.